Hello. How's it going? Hello, people. How are we doing? Oh, one of my bits of footage is unaccounted for. Oh, I moved this, right. Hello, Core. Hello, Ace. Lovely to see you both. Been better. Oh dear. You at work again? Yes, but I've also got a bit of a cough. Oh no. Heck. I've got a bit of a cough, but that's just because I just ate lunch, so my throat is dry. And I've made a cup of tea to address that. Games I enjoyed, game intro videos. There we go. Relocate the file. Hi, Nemo. Take a sip of my tea. Yay. It's very funny to me that the face tracker does pick up munching. Speaking of things that need addressing. Oh. Such as? Any idea what we're doing Friday? Oh shit. I had forgotten about that. I'm not gonna lie, I got a big day tomorrow. So I've kind of been hyper focusing on that all week. I had straight up forgotten about Friday, but I guess Friday is still happening normally because it's just Thursday that I'm doing stuff. I mean, I said fishing a couple of times. Maybe fishing. Salad dressing. Salad dressing. Dressing a salad. Imagine. See what people think. I don't even like salad dressing typically. I'd rather just the salad for my salad and dressed. I could not be either of you. I don't particularly enjoy salad. I'm a filthy carnivore. And so I require anything to make it more palatable. I am not someone who is content to just eat leaves. I am sorry. Right, game video intros. I got a bunch of game intros to edit down. Chants of Sennaar, Everhood, FF, Halo, which has no sound. Lethal Company was already in there. Lost Ember, Ori, and Prince of Persia. And then we need to make a new bin, game music. I got all the music files for the bits I am talking over. Why did that only put 3 files in when I dragged 11 files in? Where your mouth moves when you type. Yeah, I've talked about this before. It's already been pointed out by people, like, oh, your mouth moves when you type. I have played with the settings. I don't like how it looks when I don't have combined face tracking and audio lip sync. if I turn off the audio lip sync and it's just face tracking, I feel like it's not nice enough. I don't think it's accurate enough. So I prefer having the two on, but that means that I've tried playing around with the sensitivity. I think I just in general need to rework my microphone, because technically this microphone is still set to when me and Spook had our computers together, and we would use the same microphone like every day. And now it's only once a week that Spook uses this microphone with me, and I move it over anyway. So I think I maybe should probably just spend an afternoon tweaking its sensitivity settings. I could probably turn down its sensitivity. But the part of that is I have a boom mic arm for my last microphone that doesn't work with this. But then our darling friend Besso gave me an attachment for my microphone, for a Blue Yeti, to attach to a boom arm. So I need to fish out that old arm, which is currently up the loft, and see if that attachment will connect, and then I will have a boom arm that I can put my mic on. And if I can do that, then I will probably readjust the sensitivity of it to be less sensitive, and then have the boom arm have it closer to my face. So yeah, because my scroll wheel also comes through. The thing is that because I'm a spicy person, I like the noise. I don't like a quiet keyboard anymore. I don't eat leaves, meanwhile drinks leaf water. Yeah, leaf water is not the same as eating leaves. Carry on. It looks like you're typing my Magic Skywolf teeth chattering. God, I hope the Clack Clack monster is in Wilds. Still consuming leaf. I'm consuming essence of leaf. Because Lord knows if that tea bag ever breaks, I'm spitting that crap out. There. Mouthful of tea leaves. There. Bad. Why are you not adding in? Why? Why are some of these files not adding in to DaVinci? Why? They're all MP3s. Why are only 3 of them adding in? Tea leaf salad now with extra leaf. There. True fact, though, I did actually say when we bought the house and we got a garden, and Spook was like, what would you want to grow in the garden? I said, I know it's a meme, but I'd be interested in seeing if I could grow like a tea plant. Just to see if I could do it, and to see what it would be like. The climate would be a challenge, probably. I'd have to get maybe like one of those like little mini pop-up greenhouses that you can get. Ah, cute emote. That's very cute. Why are these files not dragging in here? I don't understand. I got a folder full of MP3 files for game soundtracks, and I select all of them and try to drag them into DaVinci, but only 3 of them come in. Only 3 of them import. Why? Wait. What? Why does everything have to be so hard all the time? Why can't things just work? Why are you not importing? What's wrong with these MP3 files that these MP3 files are fine with? Look at all those emotes, holy shit. It must be super nice to have new emotes, cough cough. Oh, I'm sorry, Core. Do you have time to make new emotes on top of everything else you're doing? Why don't things work? Can I see can I like look at the properties of this? What makes these ones different that they're fine to import with? They're both MP3s. MP3 format. I don't know. I mean, the file is playing fine. I'm listening to it. I know you guys can't hear it because I've told it not to go play on stream, but I can hear the music file. The file is fine. It plays. I don't understand. Google. In fact, technically I did. Shut up. Just shut. My stream, not yours. DaVinci Resolve MP3 won't import. It means I win. No, it doesn't mean you win. It's my stream. You lose. Good day, sir. So an MP3 is produced to import. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just an MP3 file. A different MP3 file will import fine, no problem. There seems to be no rhyme or reason. Yeah, and pretty sure the file. Blah, blah, blah. As just a hunch, try renaming the file to M4A. I think a lot. Okay. And then there's a bunch of comments underneath it going, weirdly, this worked. Okay. That did, in fact, work. Wow. There's something that lets you know you're good friends with someone, like when they lovingly tell you to shut up. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'll say it again because it upsets Core when I say it. I've known Core longer than I haven't known Core. So I'm just changing all of these into M4As, apparently. Interesting, yeah. Yeah. I'm 30, and I'm pretty sure I've known Core longer than 15 years at this point. Lol. You say lol, Sanji. You're probably pretty close behind as well. It's hard to pinpoint a date. It's hard to pinpoint a date when we met because we just existed in the old Shibuya TeamSpeak. I was laughing at 30. You're older than me. What? Again, this is another thing as well. People make such a big deal about turning 30. I really didn't find it to be that big of a deal. Congratulations, I'm another year older. What was turning 30 like? You know what? It was very similar to turning 29. I'm probably the person you know the most without having ever seen me. I think that's a bigger deal for normies. That's true. That's true in this day and age. It's just funny the different scales of, like, there's people that I've known for 15 years that I have seen. There's people that I've known for 15 years that have come to England, like Narrowan. There's people that I've known around 15 years I haven't seen, like you. There's people that I've known for maybe like a year that I've met in real life already because we went to a convention, which is a good bonding experience. I don't think we've ever seen a pic of you, though. If Nemo doesn't want to show their face, that's up to Nemo. It's always down to personal comfort. I'm using the big mug, so it's funny because I have to hold it with two hands. This is such a weird thing to say. I've seen Nemo's person because I think I once was in a group chat with you where you turned your camera on, but you had a mask on. I've seen one of the many potential corporeal shells that might exist out there. Bit of an effort to decipher their real name. I cannot speak on that matter because I have artistic integrity and legally binding contracts. You saw some of the corporeal forms that may or may not have been me. Say fair. It was Anne body. It was Anne body that may or may not have been producing a sound. That may or may not have been grown. Like a normal human body. I'm assuming that either failed or people just stopped trying. I think most of people stopped trying. I think we've reached a point where we knew people so long that we didn't care. Nemo's name is Nemo. I've had others sit and cut in the front of the camera while I've talked. That's very funny. That's very funny. And now we've discovered VTubers. Well, now we've discovered what we're both most comfortable with. Do you remember when I used to stream with my webcam on? Remember when I used to do that? I prefer being a VTuber. Right. Okay, game intros, Ace Attorney. Alright, all of these have to be trimmed down appropriately. So let me skip to the end. They're all double audio, because I don't know why. Beastie Ball intro. Chance of Sonar intro. Everhood's intro. You know what? I think Everhood's is the best one. It's very simple. Halo's intro, which has no sound because of weird reasons. Lost Ember's intro has been done. Lost Ember. Ori's intro. Prince of Persia's intro, which does not have doubled audio for some reason. And Sky and Web Fishing are honourable mentions, so they do not need their intros. I also lay down fake names for people to find because why not have fun with it? Fair enough. it's one of those things as well where it's like, is my name easily accessible? Probably not. Is it available? I mean, yeah, it's not secret information. A lot of people know it at this point. It's not that big of a secret. I prefer people not to use it just because it's, for me, it's like it's a work life separation almost. Not work life separation because my friends use it, but it is very much a separation of the only people who use my name are basically my parents at this point. So to have other people use it feels kind of cringe and weird. Like it's like that it's not even like that name doesn't belong to you. Of just like you don't get to use that. It's, I mean, to use one that some people might know, you don't get to use Sam Vimes. It's Commander Vimes. You don't get that privilege. Well, again, what my name is, I think signing it only feels that way because I hide it. It's a magic trick. It tends to not be as fun once you show how it works. This is true. Vimesy! Yeah, Vimesy. Sam Vimes. Morning, Mr. Vimes. Whose real name is Spook Screaming. Fair. Yeah. Because in a way, it's the same with me and my face as well. Even though when we do D&D, my face is on camera because I think when we play D&D, it's important for I like it to be able to express my emotions. Technically, now I have better face tracking. A VTuber would do it, but also I don't want to be the only person using a VTuber when no one else is, because that would make me and I think make the other people feel awkward. I think it's a kind of like with a VTuber specifically. I feel like I would need to be all or nothing of like either everybody has one or no one has one. But that's just me. Although I do believe there are people who do play D&D with VTubers, and I think it's very, very funny and very cute. My real name is that bloody fucking American. Yep. Oops, can't say that. Did anybody clip those moments from yesterday? If no one did, I'm actually going to be a little upset because they were funny. Oh, sorry guys, you got to hear the stream then for a minute. When people think of a hidden name, they think it's going to be like Valkyrie Kane, but really it's just something like Bob. Yeah. Say my name is exceptionally normal. Yeah, no one clipped that yesterday. Nobody clipped any of the bits from yesterday. Honestly, guys, what did I say? You get better at clipping things. I'm the one actively playing the game. I can't always be in charge of clipping things. Dan! Hello, darling! Look at this. Look at this. Might as well turn that off because we've not got music. Uh-oh, can't say that. Don't darling me, where are you? I missed our face. Oh, but I get to see you because apparently we are okay to come round the weekend. I wasn't sure if we were, but apparently we are. So we can hang out. We can hang out. I wasn't sure we were okay, but apparently we are okay. I was learning how to dance at the time and assumed somebody else had it handled. You were playing Dancer? Nice. Getting a thumbs up. Yay! Yay! Wah! We have a new slow cooker we can test out. Oh, slow cookers are great! We have a slow cooker and I don't use it nearly often enough. There's this comfort meal that I make for Spook that he likes a lot, which is a sausage and bean casserole. Very, very easy to make, actually. Tin of beans, so nice and easy just from the cupboard. Tin of beans. Basically, however many sausages you want. I tend to go between 6 and 8, so you get either 3 or 4 each. You cook the sausages beforehand. You can do them either in the pan, or I do them in the air fryer, so it lets them brown, and you get a little bit of sausage fat. So yeah, the whole process is I cook the sausages in the air fryer in a little tray to collect some of the fat off them. You cook the sausages lengthwise once they are finished cooking. Put them in the slow cooker. Tin of beans in the slow cooker. Take some of the sausage fat. Fry up some diced onion in the sausage fat. Nice. Throw that in. Chicken stock. I can't remember the measurement, but chicken stock. I want to say have got it written down. I have an actual recipe for this, but chicken stock, and the recipe says you could use like a tin of chopped tomatoes if you want. I just used tomato sauce. I just put tomato sauce in there. One time, you know those fajita packs that you get that come with tortillas, fajita, spice, and salsa? Me and Spook never use the salsa, so one time I put the packet of salsa in there, because I was like, it's got tomatoes, it's got seasoning in it, and it was great. And then you just put it in the slow cooker and forget about it for like 6 hours, and it's great comfort food, great cheese over it, and it's just, wow. The sausages just fall into pieces, and you got the nice tomato-y bean sauce, a nice little bit of savoriness from the chicken stock. You can put veggies in it as well, because again, everything goes super soft. So Spook loves carrots, so I can throw carrot in, and that's just like a really nice comfort food that's like not too hard to do. Because like the weird, like the oddest thing on the list would probably be like the canned tomatoes, which we never have, so I just don't use it. So it's tin of beans, which we always have in the tin. We always have in the cupboard. Frozen sausages, which we pretty much always have as well, because me and Spook are a fan of keeping a stock of food. So if we run out of something, we immediately buy a replacement for it. So tin of beans we always have, sausages we always have, onion. Again, like if you're gonna cook something, you're probably gonna have onion. Chicken stock. Again, we just have a stock of cubes in the cupboard that I just use as cooking stuff. So I almost always have the ingredients, so I can just be like, do I want to make this? Yeah, I'll make this today. To be fair, I might be able to use the slow cooker more, because the thing about the slow cooker is you kind of have to invert your time for the day, because you think in the evening, I need half an hour to cook the meal in the evening. But with the slow cooker, you're doing all the cooking at the start of the day, because the food is ready to eat and cook once it's been in there for like 5 or 6 hours, depending on what it is. But you have to do everything at the start, so you have to chop you'd have to fry the onions, cook the sausages, and get all that. You do that at the start of the day. But even then, it's very, very minor setup. Most slow cooker meals that have meat, I think you generally cook the meat before, or at least like brown it. Sounds yummy. It's good comfort food. Big bowl of beans and sausages. Got veggies in there if you want it. It's good comfort food. It's a nice one to not have to worry about. Cook the sausage. Literally could cook the sausages while I'm having breakfast. Throw them in, open the tin of beans, throw that in, quickly fry up the onion. That only takes about 5 minutes. Get the chicken stock put in, and then just leave it and just fuck off for a day. I need to trim this down. So yeah, that's one of our go-to slow cooker ones. Back in the flat, I've not done it since we moved here, but back in the flat, I used to do a pulled pork thing. I don't think I have the recipe for that anymore because it was like a pre-made thing that we could get from Asda, and we don't shop at Asda anymore. So I don't think I do that anymore. Bought a PDF recipe for slow cooker for meal portion prep. It's super good. It is. Spook is always saying to me of like, you should use the slow cooker more and do meal prep more. And I'm like, yes, but that's just more stuff I have to do in the morning. And I'm not a morning person. And I always run out of time. A slow cooked gammon joint is great. That's also a really easy one. You just buy a gammon joint. I have another recipe that is for it's to slow cook in Coke, would you believe, in Coca-Cola. Has to be full fat cola because you need the sugar. Diet and light won't do it. You need the sugar because the sugar helps break things down, and pork goes well with sweet. We have because you have honey glazed pork and things like that. An apple, it goes well with sweet because it's quite a salty meat, so it goes well with the sweetness kind of like curbs it down. So you literally just dump an entire bottle of full fat Coke in the in the slow cooker. Depends on the size of the slow cooker. Depends on the size of the gammon joint as well, I will say. And then you throw a bunch of seasoning in there to give it like a marinade almost in the liquid. So I can't remember fully, but it's like bay leaf, cinnamon, again, sweetness. Again, you can also brown up a bit of onion and put onion in there because, again, caramelized onion, sweetness, put that in there. Salt, pepper, that kind of stuff. And you just leave it. But that one, what you do is when it's been cooked for like 6 hours or so, you take it out. So when it comes to mealtime, you take it out and you glaze it. So you put some honey on it and you put it in the oven for like 5-10 minutes, and keeping an eye on it. You don't want that honey to burn. You don't want it to caramelize. You just want it to glaze it. So you keep taking it out and baste it in the honey, and it gives it a nice outer and just an outer niceness. And when I used to do that, we didn't have to buy like ham for the week because that would just be sandwich filler meat. And I would typically serve it with some mashed potatoes. The Coca does have to be poured away at the end, so Spook always thought that was a waste, and I'm like, do you want to drink it? Do you want to drink it? No? Then shush. Have you used the D&D cookbooks? I actually don't have them. I don't have them, funny enough. If the Hero's Feast cookbook, I don't know if there's another. Getting hungry. I just had lunch, so I'm good. I've just drank an entire bucket of tea while I was talking that. Goes about there. Yeah, I've seen that emote before. Yeah, it's an Ace-bee. I think I have that one. I think Crit Role made their own cookbook. I believe they did. There's a lot of like media, but there's a Final Fantasy cookbook and there's also a World of Warcraft cookbook. I think there's a Guild Wars one, funnily enough, which is amusing because cooking in Guild Wars is like it's the one game I did that profession in. I didn't cook in World of Warcraft and I don't cook in FF, but I do have cooking in Guild Wars. ominous. I wonder what miniature giant space hamster tastes like. Probably like a chocobo. And it probably wouldn't taste like chocobo. Because chocobo's probably quite gamey and probably tastes like chicken. But hamster are rodents. So maybe it would taste like rabbit? I know rabbits aren't rodents before people correct me on that. Everything tastes like chicken. True, everything does taste like chicken. Chocobo definitely tastes like chicken. You know what doesn't taste like chicken, though, actually, which you probably think it would? Ostrich. Ostrich doesn't taste like chicken. You'd think it does. Doesn't. Turn this up. We know we know 4 things they are: a bird, they eat leaf, and possibly chocolate. Yes, they like Gysahl greens, which look like lettuces but are apparently very bitter and not enjoyable for humans to eat. But chocobos love them. I haven't had ostrich, I don't think I've even had emu, but I've had kangaroo. I've also had kangaroo. I've had kangaroo and ostrich. From the same place, as you can probably imagine. Because they were like, oh, look, we have weird stuff to eat. And I was like, oh, weird stuff. We are apparently the only country that normally eats the animals on their coat of arms. That's kind of silly. Why is the face tracking dropped? Where is it? Why is face tracking dropped? Hello? Forward. Calibrate. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Yeah. It was a burger place, so it's one of those things where it's like, technically you could say, I'll take your word for it, but I'm pretty sure there are laws about, false advertising and stuff. So they were advertising that they had kangaroo burgers and that they had ostrich burgers, and we tried both of them. The ostrich burger was nicer. It was very rich, and it definitely tasted more like a beef burger than a chicken burger. Certainly off topic, but I tried the lizard pants and hat on Shimmer, and I might have to go digging for a decent armor set to complement them, as none of my cloth sets seem to work well. Yeah, I imagine so. Except maybe the country's unicorns and dragons. Maybe they ate too many. Could be. We did hunt a lot of animals to extinction in this country. It's true. We don't have wolves and bears anymore. Sag. Right, the Halo one doesn't have any music with it for weird reasons. Oh god, that one looks so loud. It's so loud. Hang on. I can already tell it's so loud. It's so loud. I'm very stupid. I'm very stupid. Right, can I link these two clips together? Because that would save me a lot of grief. Ah, right there. I feel like I have to leave the full thing in, right? For Halo. It's so iconic. Oop. I deleted the rest of them, apparently. Game intros. Nope, they're just all the way over here. The late now is probably worth turning on bingo. I can do. I literally today it was an active choice if I looked at bingo and I was like, probably not worth it. Probably not worth it. But I'll turn it on. Yesterday I didn't even have to turn bingo on because we didn't have anything redeemed on it. Oop, hiccup. Wow. I just didn't. I hadn't read that. I love how many places had lions on their flags and coats of arms that had never likely seen a lion. This is true. This is true. It's fun looking Halo for all the marathon symbols. Yes, you mentioned this before. I think it's just funny how so many things just in general use the symbol of the lion of like, look how strong and majestic and proud we are. And it's like, you realize that lions are kind of cowards? You know that lions are kind of cowards? Fancy cowards, so it fits well. Yep. Now, the thing about Lost Ember is that I believe the music doesn't kick in on the intro screen for a while. It also doesn't have the game's name on the intro. You can sort of see on the waveform where the music like properly kicks in. This game was a fucking work of art. It was beautiful. I think what I could do here, because this bit is like just the same loop, I think I'm actually going to trim this music down and scroll it along, so that we get the actual like bit sooner. Okay, that's too soon. I think 2? Maybe 2? It's sent on Discord the marathon symbol so you can see for yourself. That one? Okay. I feel like I have seen it before. Right, sorry. Praise Helix emote! I didn't realize there was a Praise Helix emote. It makes sense that there is because it was iconic. I didn't realize there was a Praise Ripping Pepperonis! That's also great. Ripping Pepperoni! Ripperoni! I didn't know that either of those emotes existed. That's great. Wow. You know what weapon I'm actually considering trying in Wilds just to be different? Literally because of Monster Hunter Now? Switch Axe. Because you know how when they added new weapons in Monster Hunter Now, they give you a quest where it's like, hunt monsters with the weapon in order to upgrade it. And I literally just did it with the bow. I did it with both bowguns just kind of as a token of like, yeah, okay, I've got it done. But with the Switch Axe, weirdly enough, the gameplay has been kind of fun. I kind of liked it, so I wonder. I'm interested how it might progress over to Wild, since we can have 2 weapons with us. So if I don't like it, I just switch back to the Insect Glaive. Gunlance is the only way. I know you like Gunlance. What's your secondary? We can take. If you didn't know, we can have 2 weapons with us in Monster Hunter Wilds. You can take 2 weapons with you per hunt. Don't say second Gunlance. Don't say second gun lance. First is second is. I'm curious what Neren's going to do, because Neren has tried a lot of different ones. I wonder if he'll do like Greatsword and Hunting Horn or something. Because Neren's played Greatsword, Hunting Horn, and Charge Blade was the other one, I think. Sorry, I've got like a very itchy spot on my face. You can just see my hand like itching at it constantly. Why does your mum let you have 2 gun lances? There you go, I think that's the one I want. What if one was a gun lance and the other was a lance gun? I mean, I've never played lance. Maybe there's a lance gun. Tried to switch out in Worlds and I didn't find it for me, but I could see if I put more effort into it, it could be fun. That's the thing. It's basically trying new stuff. I think that might be the main way to try and not burn out on it, frankly, because of how much we're planning on playing it. Of like, maybe I should try new weapons, because I really don't. I don't try new weapons. Because I found Ginsect Glaive and I was like, yep, this is the one. This is mine. I like this a lot. This gives the happy brain chemicals. It go burr. Insect Glaive go burr. So I'm pretty happy, but I should probably consider trying some of the other ones just because of the sheer amount of that game that we're playing, and also the sheer amount of people that are going to be playing it, because it also means that, like, you know, if I'm making multiple weapons and multiple weapon chains, then I have a need to hunt way more monsters, so I will hunt more with people. I enjoyed Heavy Daka Bow, especially mounted. That's true. You can fire the bow and the heavy bow guns from the back of the secret, the Raptor. I don't think the DPS is great, but it's fascinating for, like, you know, if you need to keep your distance for a minute. My new D&D character has a Kinsect, so they do, it's true. I hear that I saw a post literally this morning on social media saying that the Kinsect raising in Wilds looks more in depth and more reminiscent of Monster Hunter 4, rather than the more simplified way that we had in Worlds and Rise. Because in I believe, because I did play a bit of 4, I'm trying to remember, I believe in 4, you could actually quote unquote raise the insects, because you could make like a Kinsect food for them, and they would only eat so much of it, but but you could put the 3 types of food into the 3 Kinsect stats of speed, power, and powder, their special powder ability, and you could basically spec it. You could spec how you wanted it, and you didn't have that in World. World was just it was like a second weapon tree but the bugs had like a lineage tree, and you could raise them down the tree, and the different bugs in the tree would have different stats. So it was literally like you had 2 weapons. You had your glaive and you had your insect. But the late game was basically use one of these 2. Became the meta very quickly. It was very quickly established as like, these 2 are the best ones, which was the you always want max speed so that you can get your juice as quickly as possible. And I feel like that will probably always be the case with Insect Glaive, because you always just want your juice as quick as possible. So always maximize speed. And then it maximized. So speed is a primary, and then the choice was: do you want your secondary to be power, or do you want your secondary to be your powder? And it would depend on what kind of build you were going for. Cannon Blue does not fly. Helicopter Blue. Helicopter. Here's a real thing that I've been thinking about. Like, as you say, technically Blue the OC does not fly. I'm thinking of changing that. As literally, like, you know, like the anime trope of, like, cutting your hair off and you're like, you're a new person now. Are you leaving the past behind? I kind of feel the same way, actually, of like, you know what? The whole, the reasons that Blue couldn't fly, like, they're not relevant anymore. So maybe I should just leave them behind and start and have a new start. Now, this is an awkward one for a different reason. The music starts before the game name is on the screen for Ori. That's where the video ends, so... Hariyama... No Hariyama. No. No Hariyama. Make sure it's loud enough. Chants of Sennaar doesn't have music. Everhood does. And it's got great music. Okay. Save that. I have an idea. What is your idea, friend? Who has summoned me with... Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. I gotta get people's attention somehow. Much like Oddworld the year before. Okay. So Ace Attorney goes in there. Like this. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Much like Oddworld. Okay. Fade you out, but also I think you need to be louder. Much like Oddworld the year before, I never played an Ace Attorney game, so it was Spook's idea that we should play through one on stream, and I had a bunch of fun.
Spook, you're so parked right.
Hold it!
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yes, he's parked on the drive where the car should be.
She's only saying that because women can't drive.
Figure it out.
No! Explain!
You can't just use words mean things. You can't just say shit. Ace Attorney is one of those games that I've known about for a really long time and even been aware of some parts of it due to the presence of memes on the internet. But the game did manage to surprise me with some twists that I didn't see coming. It also made me feel good for the ones that I did see coming. Yes, I can. I always just say shit. No! Words mean things! You get told off for it frequently. I love the desk slam in that. I don't know why my Ace Attorney marker vanished. Leading to many hilarious clips, most of which you may have seen in some of the highlight videos. Ace Attorney, but the game did manage to surprise me with some twists that I didn't see coming. It also made me feel good for the ones that I did see coming. Made me feel smart. Everhood was another solid... Made me feel smart. I think I need to give a little bit of breathing room there. Everhood 2 is actually coming out soon, isn't it? It comes out in March. It's so well put together, I feel somebody will think it's actually in the game. Hope did an amazing job with it. I love it. I love it so much. Everhood was another solid game. So Hope did the skit and I synced it up with our voices. Recommendation from Curls, and holy shit, it was amazing. At this point, I would blindly trust any game recommendation that she gives me. Because I think I still have the raw file from Hope. Oh god, what month was it? February? Is it February? Yeah. So this is us. This is us playing the game. I had the confuzzled fund. Oh, you can't see it. Never mind. So I got the audio file here, which is us talking, and then I've got the parked Hope's edit, which is set to the music of the game. Like it's straight out ripped from the game. And then I synced the two up together. You know, I was just thinking, given your natural talent with the sniper rifle, it would be worth giving a heavy bowgun a try. Heavy bowgun's a Gatling gun, not a sniper rifle. I think I would do better with bow. Amazing. At this point, I would blindly trust any game recommendation that she gives me. You have food. Can I has cake? Yes. Yum, yum. Heavy bowgun is both Gatling and sniper, depending on which one. Interesting. This was bad. Maybe I will try it. Thanks for nothing. Is it maybe Wilds is the game where I try, like, all the weapons, because, like I said, I kind of didn't really try them all very much the first time I played Monster Hunter, and that was a long time ago in Monster Hunter 3. And I very quickly settled on, I like dual blades. And then when Monster Hunter 4 came out, I was introduced to the Insect Glaive, and I was like, oh, this is the shit. This is that good shit. And I basically didn't change. So maybe Wilds is the one where I try more of different weapons. Because, again, we can go on hunts, and I can just have my Insect Glaive on the secret. And if mid-hunt I'm like, actually, I don't like this, I can just change to the weapon. I don't have to leave the hunt. I raged at FPS for a while now, so I'm going to work. Go to work now because I'm fuming. Wow, Stangy. Okay, glad to see you're having a productive day. I might take both bow guns and have the best of both worlds. I thought you and Spook were both going to take a ranged and a melee. I finished my shift. All right. I thought you and Spook were both going to take a melee weapon each. Right, FF4. Definitely need to have that fade out. It's funny to think that 5 years ago, I'd pretty much never played a Final Fantasy game. And now I'm a really big fan of them. Gee, I wonder what happened then. I don't need to talk too much about the gameplay. It's a Final Fantasy game. You probably know what... Can you shoot your bugs while mounted? I actually don't know. Probably. I actually don't think I tried that at all. To expect. Me and Spook... He has to go melee because there's no small bow. Yeah, it's called the light bowgun. Remaster of 4 on Steam, and it had some really nice quality of life improvements, such as the ability to speed up the amount of XP that you gain and speed through the fights. Just a big plus for people who maybe don't have as much time to play games as they did when they were, 10. I've now played through about 3 Final Fantasies. I say Chants of Sennaar. The future. Doesn't even need to be that long, to be fair, because it doesn't have any music. Another amazing recommendation from Curls. Seriously, how does she find them? This seems to be a reoccurring thing, but this is one of those games that is very good to go in blind to. Monster's gonna hunt you now. No!
It's gonna come in a little cart behind us. Go get you, go get you.
No, it's gonna be that scene from Wallace and Gromit. Huh.
That wasn't so bad.
Chants of Sennaar is a puzzle game that is all about language. You're trying to climb to the top of the tower, passing through various groups of people who may, or may not, help you. The only problem is, you don't speak their language. I need Lost Ember. Just this one. Just what is going on. Definitely give it a look if you like that kind of game. Lost Ember is actually a game that I backed on Kickstarter back in 2016. It only took me 8 years to play it. Oops. Though, I will say, I'm actually kind of glad I left it so long. That meant that I was able to share it on stream with everyone, and it was a wonderful time. I backed on the tier that gave me the art book. I have the art book for Lost Ember. Maybe I should actually add that in. Maybe I should dub in a little thing that says I even backed for the art book, and then a little picture of it on my desk. I might do that. Just to put something in. Like, this video isn't meant to be a funny video, it's not a highlights thing, so it doesn't have a lot of, like, funny bits in it. Like, the funny bits are meant to come from the clips, you know? So, I might add that in just as a bit of flavour, you know? Prince of Persia, and then Halo. I know that Halo was the green marker. Dunk. And then Ori. Beastie Ball. That's the map. I also enjoy exploring a lot. Buried treasure! Hold it right there! Okay, and that's all of that, which now goes here. Which means all of these are now desynced, but that's fine. This game works best with either a room full of friends or in a stream full of viewers. We're not going into that here, but the time I had with this game, I had a lot of fun with. Oh. Missed one. Or rather, they all need to be moved along one. Oof. How do you make a small bow with dartwood? I mean, I guess. I guess. Right, where does the video fall? 14.5 minutes. Nice. Only about 30 seconds shorter than last year's. I think last year's is 15. Wow. After drinking that bucket of tea, I kind of need to be. God, I love my YouTube recommendations. Apparently, someone has made a ROM hack of Pokemon Fire Red that makes it Yu-Gi-Oh! That could be fun. Right, where's my own channel? Content. Oh, 16 minutes. Okay, so we're a couple of minutes shorter. 16.5 minutes and we're on 14.5 minutes, but that's fine. It's close enough. Excuse me. Okay, okay, I did the fade in and out on that one. Lost Ember is actually a game that I backed on Kickstarter back. Okay. Okay. Ooh, big stretch. Ooh, big stretch, but no cracks. It was a wonderful time. It was a wonderful time. Yeah. In lots of feelings. Feelings. And now we have a double whammy of games that Spook loves, starting with Prince of Persia. Still going. He's still going.
Where do I go now? Oh.
If you couldn't tell from the lineup so far, I really enjoy games with a good story. Alright, give it a look. Calling it retro doesn't feel right, even though it's, what, 20 years old? More? Oh god. That's the sound of me pressing my menu button to go look up how old it is. I'm gonna put a marker here. Okay, I do really need to go to the bathroom, actually. I was just sat here just like, yep, nope, that feeling is getting stronger. It's not going away. Okay, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Hello. I am back. Now that I have emptied, I am refilling with water. Because that's how we do. Okay. Hey Dan, are you there? If not, I understand you're working. But if you are there, let me know. Where did I get to? Silence core. I think I literally clipped this. Part 2 of the Spook Special. Okay, that one I left like a long gap in for some reason. Part 2 of the Spook Special. Halo is one of, if not Spook's all-time favourite game franchise, and he has been dying to share it with me for a very long time. So now we finally got round to doing it.
There's a new weapon for you to try, love.
Oh?
Behind this rock. Let's see how good you are.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, he's come up and decided to come say hello to us.
Well, you've successfully used it like a golf club.
I can really see why this game gripped Spook so much. I'm not generally into shooters very much, but I had a really good time in Halo. Once again, surprise, surprise, I really liked what was going on with the story. We like to space things out, but I'm certain we'll be back with Halo 2 sometime this year, because I want to know what the heck happens. What was initially a backup game for when D&D got cancelled ended up being a big favourite of mine for this year. Ori is another game that I've had for a long time, but I just never got round to playing it. Ori and the Blind Forest was a great platforming experience. Ori and the Blind Forest was a great platforming experience. The
Eh,
controls
it's-
are good,
it's
and it
weak,
felt
but I don't know
really
what to
nice
put in there.
unlock new abilities and be able to use them to traverse the map. I also enjoy exploring.
It's a
lots.
weak
This game
segment,
was
but we don't have
very
any
much
Ori
marketed to it.
Ori clips.
It just felt really satisfying to move, which is important in a game like this.
Oh, I got the Beastie Ball intro in here twice.
This game was quite a late arrival. We started playing it towards the very... This game was quite a late arrival. We started so well. So well. Buried treasure! Hold it right there! If you can get away with thieving the stuff we found first, put it in your pack! I'm still playing through Beastie Ball right now, and I'm looking towards getting all of the beasties in that game. It is so fun. I highly recommend it to anyone who is looking for a new take on this genre. Oh dang, we're at honorable mentions already. That was fast.
Maybe put these two over that?
Oh dang, we're at honorable mentions already. That was fast. Oh dang, we're at honorable mentions already. That was fast. Palworld seems to have had, and has, still got a bit of drama surrounding it.
Okay, so that bit's all done. So I think I want to put some music. Is the VR thing in the main lobby, or is there a separate thing for it? What do you mean the main lobby? What are you referring to? What do you mean the main lobby? It's VR chat. I don't know what you mean. Game music. Okay, let's see. Phoenix Wright. We'll try and do them in order. The place you go when you load into the game, which now that I realise it going could be anywhere, yes, because you can set your home to anything. If you mean the default VR chat home, also those portals are changed on a very regular basis. What I can do is I can go to the VR chat website and I can look at my saved worlds on the VR chat website.
Worlds. Favorited worlds. Games. It's literally called a simple fishing world. It's literally just called a simple fishing world. Yes, you can set your home world in VR chat to anywhere, and the portals in there are changing all the time. I'm a basic bitch and I haven't, but I didn't realize that's what you were referring to because I've never heard anyone refer to it as a lobby, because it's not a public. When you log in, the instance that you log into is not public. I should take a look in case it's not desktop friendly. Fair. I mean, it looks... Currently the poll is that we're going to do web fishing. But fair enough. Because we're 4 against 2 in web fishing. I don't think people want to do VR again, which is fair. We did VR last week. According to FF, if I fish, I die. That's not exactly what it said. It didn't say you were gonna die. It just said that bad things would probably happen. Those aren't the same thing. I want to update my need to update my avatar thumbnail now that it's properly revealed, and I need to like the photo I took next to the fire is just a really nice photo. I'm probably going to replace it with that photo. Much like Oddworld the year before, I never played an Ace Attorney game, so it was Spook's idea that we should play through one on stream, and I had a bunch of fun.
Spook, you're so parked right now.
Much like Oddworld the year before, I never played an Ace Attorney game. Much like Oddworld the year before... Much like Oddworld the year before, I never played an Ace Attorney game, so it was Spook's idea that we should play through one on stream. And I had a bunch of fun. So it was Spook's idea that we should play through one on stream, and I had a bunch of fun. I want that audio level, so I'm going to delete that. Copy this. Ace Attorney is one of those games that I've known about for a really long time and even been... Ace Attorney is one of those games that I've known about for a really long... Ace Attorney is one of those games that I've known about for a really long time and even been aware of some parts of it due to the presence of memes on the internet.
But the game did manage to surprise me with some twists that I didn't see coming. It also made me feel good for the ones that I did see coming. Made me feel smart. Feel smart. Did see coming. Made me feel smart.
Thanks to the Robo Weasel, I found a few more fun robot avatars. One is a thick bunny, and if you think that's sexual, it's not. It's 100% an accurate description. Oh, okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be sexual. People can just be thick.
What I did see coming made me feel smart.
Right, Everhood's music.
Everhood was another solid game recommendation from Curls, and holy shit, it was amazing.
And this is a track where I wanted to start it midway through, actually. Looks like it's there. Okay. How do I want to do this then? It's like a non-anthroprotogen, very cute. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my head around the sentence non-anthroprotogen. A non-anthroprotogen is a toaster. Because this is me getting into words. The word anthro actually means to make something is human. The word anthro comes from human. So for you to say that it is not anthro, that means that it is less human. Because anthro is short for anthropomorphic, and anthropomorphic means to give something human features. So that's why they're anthropomorphic animals. They are animals with human features, i.e. walking on two legs, talking, wearing clothes. If something has more animal-like features, it is zoomorphic. Because zoo is animal. I guess a good example of this would be Mikote versus Hrothgar. A Hrothgar is anthropomorphic because it looks like it's a cat that has human features. A Mikote looks like a human that has cat ears, which is zoomorphic. You learned something today. It looks like a regular rabbit and slap protogen bits on it. Then it looks like a rabbit gen, because people in the furry fandom tend to take anything that looks like it's got protogen parts on it. They tend to put the gen bit on the end. I don't think that's correct, but it's just what people do. But that's just what people do. They put the gen bit on there, so they'd probably call it a rabbit gen. Or sometimes they put proto on it, actually, because there's the Protozeer, which is a Doozeer with protogen parts. So there's the trying to think now. Proto-Bald, that's the one I was trying to think of. I had to Google it. Proto-Bald. There it is. So I guess sometimes they put the word proto, but doesn't proto just, like, mean first? That's why we have prototype. Proto just means first. Words are funny. Words are weird. And in the grand scheme of things, probably doesn't matter. There's also oh yeah, oh look, there's the Proto-Weasel. There's the one that you literally found the other day. Proto-Weasel alongside a Proto-Bear. So I guess people use the word proto more than they do gen. I don't know. I just know because I know that there's other ones that have gen in the end. Anyway. Did you see the thing I sent you, actually, by the way? About the legs. Well, the body, I should say. I still want to put together the cobble gen. Could be done. Could be done. I said, I know two bases off the tip of my tongue that literally released armor. One being the Volpa, which was released recently, and one is the Doozeer, and I guess the Proto-Bald as well, being the one I just looked at.
who adds in Protogen armor as DLC for the Avatar base. Headless Avatar, it looks nice. Yeah. I was just having a browse as I casually do, and I was like, oh shit, that's got flat feet, which you want. And we could put whichever avatar head you like on it, I guess, and put a tail on. Because Lord knows I've taken my first step in kit bashing doing this, so I could probably do it. Yeah, so the Dazir has Protozir armor. Goes over the top. And the Winterbold has the Protobold armor. It'd be the visor. I have no idea how people do visors. I have no idea how people do visors that have the things on them. And then the Vulpa has the Volta. They actually gave it a funky name. I can feel a sneeze coming. Excuse me. Everhood was another solid game recommendation from Curls, and holy shit, it was amazing. At this point, I would blindly trust any game recommendation that she gives me. You have food. Everhood was another solid game recommendation from Curls, and holy shit, it was amazing. At this point, I would blindly trust any game recommendation that she gives me. You have food. Can I has cake? Yes. Just any game recommendation that she gives me. You have food. Can I has cake? Yes. Yum, 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 yum. This was bad cake. Thanks for nothing. I don't think he's coming back. Everhood is one of those games that you really have to experience for yourself. It's very Undertale-like, which for fans of that game... Everhood is one of those games that you really have to experience for yourself. It's very Undertale-like, which for fans of that game I hope gets the idea across. Gameplay-wise, the fights are set to amazing songs as you try to dodge notes that are flying at you, kind of like an inverse Guitar Hero. Did I mention that the music slaps? If there is any game on this list you should consider trying, please make it Everhood. Also, the sequel's coming out this year, so I'm excited for that. Fans of that game I hope gets the idea across. Gameplay-wise, the fights... And holy shit, it was amazing. At this point, I would blindly trust any game recommendation that she gives me. You have food. Can I has cake? Everhood is one of those games that you really have to experience for... Yes. Yum, 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 yum. I actually forgot that this portion of the game is silent because it's the bad time. Everhood is one of those games that you really have to experience for yourself. It's very Undertale-like, which for fans of that game I hope gets the idea across. Gameplay-wise, the fights are set to amazing songs as you try to dodge notes that are flying at you, kind of like an inverse Guitar Hero. Did I mention that the music slaps? If there is any game on this list you should consider trying, please make it. I love that it syncs up with me going, by the way, the music slaps right when the beat drops. Guitar Hero. Did I mention that the music slaps? If there is any game on this list you should consider trying, please make it Everhood. Also, the sequel's coming out this year, so I'm excited for that. If Lethal Company! If you were on any kind of video platform in early 2024, you've probably seen Lethal Company. The
Welcome to your
game
first day on
that
the job.
rapidly devolves into
This
an
is your
episode
very
of Looney
own
Tunes.
autopilot ship, where you will eat and sleep for the duration of your contract. To complete the onboarding process, you will want to check the instruction manual and sign into your ship's computer terminal. We trust you will be a great asset to the company.
Great
asset to
asset.
the company. Asset.
Great
asset.
asset.
To the company. Asset. To the
Great asset. Why does it slap? Why does it slap? Do in fact have a great ass, thank you. It's a little loud. No, I know it's loud. I was listening to it. I was just vibing of like, music! Company. The horror game that rapidly devolves into an episode of Looney Tunes. I couldn't find a version of that doesn't have the VA over it. If you were on any kind of video platform in early 2024, you've probably seen Lethal Company. The horror game that rapidly devolves into an episode of Looney Tunes. No! Fuck you!
Oh my.
Where you will eat and
I tried to run a
sleep for the
community night in
duration
my
of your
Discord,
contract.
and Lethal Company was one of those games that we played through more than
Make
once,
yourself at
leading
home.
to
To
many
complete the
hilarious
onboarding
clips,
process,
most of
you
which
will
you
want
may
to
have
check
seen
the
in some of the
instruction
highlight
manual and
videos.
sign
It's a
into
fun
your
time with
ship's computer
friends,
terminal.
just
We trust
don't
you will
expect
be a
to
great
actually
asset to the
achieve
company.
anything.
Great asset to the company.
I think I went the bit at the end. I tried to run a community night in my
Make
Discord,
yourself at home. To
and
complete the
Lethal
onboarding
Company was
process,
one of those
you will
games
want to
that we
check the
played through
instruction
more than
manual
once,
and sign
leading
into
to
your ship's
many
computer
hilarious
terminal.
clips,
We trust you
most
will
of
be a
which you
great
may have
asset
seen
to
in
the
some of the
company.
highlight videos.
Great
It's a
asset
fun
to the
time with
company.
friends,
Asset.
just don't expect to actually achieve anything. I tried to run a community night in my
Make
Discord,
yourself at home.
and
complete the
Lethal and Lethal Company was Lethal Company was one of those games that we played through more than once, leading to many hilarious
Why
clips,
the Waylord?
most of which you may have seen in some of the highlight videos.
Why the Waylord?
It's a fun time with friends, just don't expect to actually achieve anything.
Why the Waylord? No, plenty to love. Did you know that there's a Waylord plush that's the same size as Archer? You know how Archer, my Arcanine, is like the same size as me? There's a Waylord plush that's the same size.
Where does one purchase? From the Pokemon Center, naturally. This is a very normal thing to own, right? This is normal. This is fine, right? It's so big. It's the same size as Archer. It's in the giant plush category. There's Archer's, my boy, that the Spook got for me. Forget the engagement ring. This was how he proposed to me. Let's be real. Man bought me this. That was the sign he was gonna marry me. I give this boy a little pat and a cuddle every night before I go to bed. Blah. But also, life-size feel. Not Spook. No, Spook gets a smooch as well. He's just normally completely comatose by the time I go to bed. But also life-size feel. Why does she have to squish him like that? Why does she have to squish him like that? He's a round boy. Well, I suppose she couldn't hold him otherwise. Life-size Spheal. Spheal is actually this size in the Pokedex. The giant plush category on the Pokemon Center is dangerous. There's a Psyduck. Is Nemo here? Because there's a Gardevoir. This is such a wild image. This is such an insane thing to see. Could you imagine going to someone's house and they have a life-size Gardevoir? What do you even say? Like the Arcanine is like it's crazy that it's big, but I think it's understandable. Like, yeah, it's an Arcanine, it's a big fluffy dog. There's something unspoken here, okay? We're not gonna say it, but... I logged into VR and it doesn't have my recent avatars. Oh, really? That sounds like your cache got cleared. Ridiculous. I love that they've got like 12-inch and 20-inch plushies in this category, as if that's even remotely similar to a 40-inch, nearly 60 inches in Slowpoke. I imagine most of that is tail. There's a Psyduck. The photos of them with people are actually insane. The photos of them with people actually look insane. This is my son. He eats breakfast with me every day. Who took this picture? Who took this picture? Who thought this was a good idea? Oh my god, who took this picture? I feel like having just the Gardevoir would be super sus, but having other giant plushies just makes you look like you like Pokemon a bit too much. Yeah, that's the thing of like any other giant plush, it's like, wow, you really like Pokemon, but the Gardevoir, it's like... I don't want to know. There is a life-size Lucario. He is sold out. Why did they pose him like he was helping do the dishes? They put a towel on his arm. Dahlia, we need to talk about your spending. Do you know how much money you spent on plushies this month? Sarah, you should leave him. Oh, God. Oh. It's actually insane. I logged on mobile, it doesn't even have space for recent avatars. You logged on mobile? Can't help you. Can't help you. Oh, yeah, because, well, that makes sense, yeah, because recent avatars is a cache. I'm guessing on mobile there isn't a cache. It would take up too much data on your phone. It would take up way too much data on your phone, so they probably don't have that. Japan v Japan, this is true. Look, we technically don't have space for Archer. He's just in the middle of the room taking up space, because there's nowhere for him to go. So, I don't know where people are supposed to keep these plushies. Because they would basically have to, like, sit on the sofa or something, wouldn't they? And then that's the whole thing if someone comes around and it's like, you have... Wait, why is there a life-size... on your sofa? I don't know how much I've spent, and frankly, I don't want to know. No, I don't, actually. I don't want to know. That's true. That's a true statement. Waylord would just be the couch. Yeah. Yeah, it would. You have a new beanbag. You would have to sit on the Waylord. Oh my god, I just found something astounding. This looks like it's not official, but look. Pokemon Snorlax Beanbag. Please note this product is not confilled with material. And I was like, what do you mean? And then I scrolled down. Oh! They skinned him! No! They skinned him! Look what they did to my boy! They skinned him! No! Oh boy. They skinned him! Another amazing recommendation from Curls. Seriously, how does she find them? This seems to be a reoccurring thing, but this is one of those games that is very good to go in blind to. Monster's gonna hunt you now. Very good to go in blind to. Monster's gonna hunt you now. No!
It's gonna come in a little cart behind us. Going, go get you, go get you.
No! It's gonna be that scene from Wallace and Gromit.
That wasn't so bad.
Chants of Sennaar is a puzzle game that is all about language. You're trying to climb to the top of the tower, passing through various
Father, help!
That may or may not help you. The
Father,
only problem is,
help!
you don't speak their language. But through context clues and a little bit of guesswork, you're able to decipher the language and work out just what is going on. Definitely give it a look if you like that kind of game.
I didn't realise how long that track was. That's nearly a 10-minute long track. That was almost the whole video.
Decipher the language. Definitely give it a look if you like that kind of game. Definitely give it a look if you like that kind of game. Like that kind of game.
Now, the music I chose for Lost Ember is literally the music for the section of this clip. Because this clip, this section with the fireflies, like, changed me spiritually, you know? Also, another added bonus, because I backed Lost Ember on the Kickstarter, I actually just had the soundtrack. I didn't have to go searching. I just had it.
Lost Ember is actually a game that I backed on Lost Ember is actually a game that I backed on Kickstarter back in 2016. It only took me 8 years to play it. Oops. Though, I will say, I'm actually kind of glad I left it so long. That meant that I was able to share it on stream with everyone, and it was a wonderful time. Oh my god, the fireflies though. There's a slow motion mode?
I can actually keep this music for this bit, I think. I think it works.
I didn't know there was a slow motion mode this entire time. Holy shit, look at this.
The issue I have is that it could,
I've
in
seen
fact, it
this,
100% is
even
be
the
canon to
spirits leaving a
Pokemon.
trail of
I mean,
fireflies.
you don't know 100%,
Oh my god.
but it could be.
In Lost Ember, you play
You don't know 100%, but it could be.
In Lost Ember, you play as a wolf who is able to hear the voice of this mysterious spirit that is flying around. You're both trying to work out what happened to... Even the spirit's leaving a trail of fireflies. Oh my god. In Lost Ember, you play as a wolf who is able to hear the voice of this mysterious spirit that is flying around. You're both trying to work out what happened to both them and to you in a previous life, and why it is that you can hear them. It's a great narrative experience that filled me with lots of feelings. Experience that filled me with lots of feelings.
Who got to feels? I did! It was a good game. Wah! Wah! Didn't give me feelings. Although Spook did point out this avatar doesn't convey sadness very well.
I really have to, like, put on a proper sad face in order for it to detect that. Sleepy. Jesus. Jesus, it's tomorrow. I think I haven't even registered that. We're doing the thing tomorrow. Damn. My phone. I have to remember, it is very important. I have to remember to ask Spook for his battery pack. I will need it. And now we have a double whammy of games that Spook loves. Starting with Prince of Persia. Still going. It's very funny how small this intro bit is, actually. And now we have a double whammy of games that Spook loves, starting with Prince of Persia. Still going. He's still going. Spook loves, starting with Prince of Persia. Still going. He's still going. Starting with Prince of Persia. Still going. He's still going. If you couldn't tell from the lineup so far, I really enjoy games with a good story. If you couldn't tell from the lineup so far, I really enjoy games If you couldn't tell from the lineup so far, I really enjoy games with a good story, and both me and Spook really enjoyed Prince of If you couldn't tell from the lineup so far, I really enjoy games with a good story, and both me and Spook really enjoyed Prince of Persia. Not just for its story, but also because it reminded us of our D&D characters. Yeah, we're those people.
Whee!
That's not a joke. It was interesting to see this game and see how it has clearly influenced other games, such as Assassin's Creed, as being a prime example. It still holds up today, though, so if you're a big fan of slightly older games, calling it retro doesn't feel right, give it a look. Calling it retro doesn't feel right, even though it's, what, 20 years old? Sanji said he would prefer Saturday. Is that cool with you? I also would prefer Saturday because I stream on Sunday. So, yes. Do you want us to bring the new game we got from the Flamecraft people? It does require small amounts of math.
as in like addition. You're adding up things, but it is fun. Ew, yes, ew, it is it's But it was small enough numbers. I mean, I count on my fingers. There's no shame in that. But yeah, it was fun though. We found that it was reasonably quick. It's one of those games where it looks like it has a lot of pieces. But once we learnt the gameplay loop, we were going through that loop reasonably fast. So it's the learning that takes longer, I think. We do have the expansion, because I got the deluxe edition, so it comes with an expansion, but we probably don't want to do the expansion the first time we play. But the base game was fun, and it involves collecting bits and pieces. So yeah, we'll bring it. It was interesting as well because me, Spook, and Stanji all kind of had different approaches, and we were all within like 4 or 5 points of each other by the end of the game. Which we were both, so we were all like, oh, that's cool. So the game is balanced then. There isn't any one particular strategy where it's like, this is the one that wins. Because it was very close. It was fun. It was fun. Part 2 of the Spook Special. The Spook Special! Right, this is another one where I need to find the bit that I want, because this is the one that does the ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. And that's the bit that I want, which I think is in the middle. I really like what was going on in the story. The use them to traverse the map. I also enjoy exploring a lot too, so this game was very much my cup of tea. Just this bit here in the middle. Satisfying to move, which is important in a game like this. Spook gets annoyed at me when I'm like, it's the song that goes ba 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 bang. He's like, shut up. And I'm like, that's how it goes though. It goes ba 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 ba. You're gonna sit there and tell me that the song doesn't go ba 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 bang. Part 2 of the Spook Special. Halo is one of, if not Spook's all-time favourite game franchise, and he has been dying to share it with me for a very long time. So now we finally got around to doing it. Is there any music on this segment?
You get a trailer?
There actually isn't any music on the clip. Oh, the phone. Oh, the phone is dying. Oh, the tracker is dying. Well, plug you in. There you go. Live, damn you, live!
Behind this rock. See how good you are.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, he's come over and decided to come say hello to us.
Well, you've successfully used it like a golf club.
I can really see why this game grips Spook so much. I'm not generally into shooters very much, but I had a really good time in Halo. Once again, surprise, surprise, I really liked what was going on with the story. We like to space things out, but I'm certain we'll be back with Halo 2 sometime this year, because I want to know what the heck happens. The transition from Halo to Ori really is quite a leap, isn't it? Dying to share it with me for a very long time. So now we finally got round to doing it.
Isn't it?
Rick Spook so much. I'm not generally into shooters very... Getting all the music put in. Can I get the last couple of games put in? We've only got a few minutes left on stream. Ah! Hi, Doug. Say hello with violence. So you and everyone else on this bloody platform. What was initially a backup game for when D&D got cancelled ended up being a big favourite of mine for this year. Ori is another game that I've had for a long time, but I just never got round to playing it. Ori and the Blind Forest was a great platforming experience. The controls are good, and it felt really nice to unlock new abilities and be able to use them to traverse the map. I also enjoy exploring a lot. It's very much my cup of tea. It just felt really satisfying to move, which is important in a game like this. Beastie Ball time! Beastie Ball! This game was quite a late arrival, and we started playing it towards the very end of the year. It's no secret that I like creature collectors, and Beastie Ball is one of the best creature collectors I've played in years. The concept of Pokemon crossed with volleyball sports anime is very bizarre, but this is executed so well. Berry Treasure! Hold it! Okay, this clip does have music on it, so... This is executed so well. Berry Treasure! Hold it right there! If you can get away with thieving the stuff we found first, put it in your pack! I'm still playing through Beastie Ball right now, and I'm looking towards getting all of the beasties in that game. It is so fun, I highly recommend it to anyone who is looking for a new take on the genre. Oh dang, we're at honorable mentions already, that was fast. Behold my masterful transitions. Power towards getting all of the beasties in that game. It is so fun, I highly recommend it to anyone who is looking for a new take on this genre. Oh dang, we're at honorable mentions already, that was fast. Palworld seems to have had, and has... So in my last video, because the honorable mentions sections were so small, I didn't have the individual game music for it, because it really wasn't worth it, so instead I had just overlaying music, which I will likely do for this as well. I don't know which track to go for. And then we've also got this bit at the end. So... I might look for a very minor sound effect to put on that wing flap. We love a sound effect that's full of background noise. What's the point of that? A sound effect that's full of background noise. That was weird. I don't know if you can hear any of those sound effects. I'm just quickly grabbing some through free sound. That's like a proper... Nope. That's not a bad one. I might use that one. And, like, maybe pitch shift it slightly. I can just, there you go, just got the sound. It's completely free. Creative Commons 0. Can modify, distribute, perform the sound even for commercial purposes or without the need of asking the author. Sick. Grab you. Put you in there. While I'm in file mode, where's my music? Multi-free music. Everyone likes free stuff. We do like free stuff. Love free stuff. Okay, so that's that. Put you there. Right, which do I want to use? I do like High Spirits. High Spirits is a nice one. We'll put High Spirits in. And in case it's not long enough, we need another one. Maybe not that one. Yeah, Raise. I use Raise a lot. I want one like High Spirits. Open up my Spotify. Stream Beats. High Spirits. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. Ooh, what's Highland? Ooh, that's quite nice. What album is High Spirits from? What album is that? Go to album. This is Stage, is apparently this one. This isn't the neat one. Alexia! I'm just perusing music for the video. Hmm. I don't know. I might just use the ones I already have. We'll see how far we can get in with high spirits. Or maybe I'll just reuse it. And it's not quite long enough to fill that gap. That's annoying. But it can fill the start of the video. Ooh, God, don't make it that loud. Sorry, this is a bit late. I'm amazing at transitions. Last year times 2, the end of 2023, I decided to throw together a video of the games I enjoyed playing that year. Not a game of the year list, per se, just the video games that I really enjoyed playing, whether they were new or otherwise. And, well... Not sorry at all, neither am I. I'm a little sorry. I'm a little
Ignore the date. Ignore the date. It's 2024.
I'm a smidgen sorry.
Let's go.
I'm so good at transitions. There's not a single transition in this. I just cut from each and everything.
Anyone who was looking for a new take on this genre. Oh dang, we're at honorable mentions already. That was fast.
Transition!
Palworld seems to have had and has still got.
I don't know how to transition between topics. Ah! I don't fucking know how to do it. Transition enough. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I should use Come With Me. I think maybe I will use Come With Me. It's kind of a classic one for me. I've used it in a lot of things.
Palworld seems to have had and had.
Way too loud.
Still got a bit of drama surrounding it. We're not going into that here, but the time I had with this game, I had a lot of fun with. One more creature collector for good measure. Another decent entry into the genre. It's got good creature designs and decent mechanics that make you think about your team composition more than you
Smash Cuts, baby. It's all just hard.
This game
cuts.
was made by the same people who did Journey.
You should see the script I wrote today. I have tried. Hey, script! Yay!
So you can
Script. We have obtained script.
It's a lovely little game. It's got gorgeous music. You should definitely wear your headphones while playing this. This is a go-to for when I want to just chill out for an evening.
That was a bit long. Hang on. That was a long pause there. Why the long pause? Said the barman to the bear.
Composition more than you might normally. This game is an evening. This simple little game about fishing gained a
Long pause is actually the name of my persona. Nice. Got them little grabby raccoon hands. You got them little grabbers. I've just realised my hand tracker doesn't seem to like my hands when I have my gloves on. Interesting. The hand tracker doesn't track my hands when I'm wearing my gloves. That's wild. I didn't realise colour played an important role in that. Especially since my gloves are grey and my shirt isn't, so it's not like the gloves blend them into my shirt. Little grabbers. Interesting. Interesting. The hand tracker doesn't work with my gloves on. Huge amount of attention. It's nice to see that there's always a place for just little indie games about having a nice time. It's a good way to spend an evening chatting with your friends. It looks like we might be playing web fishing this week on Friday. This game has the same energy as Lethal Company and kind of fills the same niche. A game that would otherwise be scary is made funny by the fact that you and your friends are basically a bunch of clowns looking to make the next viral video. This game works best with either a room full of friends or in a stream full of viewers. Bitch! You are the ruler of the land and everyone else is trying to dethrone you. There's a lot of fun to be had with some of the silly scenarios that can occur. So this video ended up the best transition in the whole video. I couldn't think of a transition. I know obviously that you also stream on Friday, but because I tend to go to 11, you are welcome to come join us to fish. We're going to be playing web fishing. It's funny because there's web fishing and there's also VR web fishing. So I've asked people what they want to go for, but it looks like the vote is going for web fishing. That is comedy. So this video ended up being a lot later than I wanted, just because of life. I really hope you still enjoyed it though, and I hope you join us. Ooh, playback started lagging then. Forward this year. It already looks like I'm going to have a lot going on. Remember to like and comment and all that usual stuff. I hope you'll consider following me over on Twitch, where 90% of these games get played. I have more videos planned for the future, just like our regular highlight videos, so keep an eye out for them. For now, hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your year. Bye! Yeah? Oh yeah, I want Spook to VA to just be here calling my name for this bit. I just want Spook to be like, Blue! Yeah? Okay. Blah. New avatar, new avatar, new avatar, new avatar, yeah. New avatar teaser, even though the new avatar's out now. New avatar teaser, even though the new avatar is out now, but I don't care. There's very loud flaps. Oh, I think I slowed that down way too much. Yep, I slowed that down way too much. Oh god, it's really heavily distorted it. That was bad. That was a bad move. That actually works just fine like that, I think. There you go. Just make sure that it's quiet either side. Neat. Yeah, I need just a sound of me. I need to just isolate a sound of me literally just going. I need to just do, like, one of the evenings or something. Video's not done yet still. I gotta put all the music credits in the top corner, because that's what I like to do. And so there's a couple of sounds I need to record. Frankly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that before Friday, because I'm busy all day tomorrow. Once again, no stream. There's no streams tomorrow. I know last week we didn't have any streams on Wednesday, and now this week we're not having any streams on Thursday, but yeah, there's no stream tomorrow. I am away doing stuff that is both exciting and scary, but it should be a good time. It's just scary because I've not done it before, but it should be a good time. Wow. Where? Because, well, I guess I could put the intro and outro in the highlights video on Friday, because I've actually recorded that. And the highlights video, I think, needs its music put in as well. So there's plenty of stuff I can do. Just literally spinning so many plates still, simultaneously editing 2 different videos. Though we made good progress on this one. Everything is in place now. Is there a gap there? There is. There's like a teeny tiny gap there. Part 2. You know what? It's fine because it's a fade to black, so the fact that there's a gap there doesn't actually matter. You're gonna touch Chris. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm leaving the house. Scary. I'm going into the outside world. It's scary out there. Haha. It should be fine. It should be fine. Anyway. Yeah. It's time to wrap up stream and, well, frankly, get ready to go. Because I'll be getting ready to go now in preparation for tomorrow. I think it hasn't actually hit me still. I'm not good at traveling, but that's mainly because I don't do it a lot. But I will have friends with me, so I will be okay. I just need to keep telling myself that. There. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna raid because I do need to kind of go immediately. I got the goodbyes. Yay, you did. Hi, Hope. Hello. Yeah, I need to kind of go immediately, so I can't really raid and then hang around after. So I'm gonna go. Well, so I will see you on Friday, because no stream tomorrow. I will see you on Friday. Bye! Love you, Den. Bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Love you all. Bye. I can do waves. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Ah! Bye.